Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a CX3. Now this is a 2-litre black edition car. So this was a limited number car, presented in Soul Red Crystal with a black leather interior. Now, as I walk around the car, hopefully you can see from this video and the photos I've taken, you can see and appreciate the condition of this vehicle. It is really exceptional. The car's covered under 20,000 miles. I'll get the exact mileage when we get in the car. But looking around the car, even the alloys are in superb condition, and this is on the near side, so that's a testament to the driving of the previous owner, because normally the near side are curbed. There is, however, a slight graze on this wheel here, which we'll have attended to in the next couple of days by our wheel refurber. But the car is in really lovely condition. There is an ever so slight little parking dimple there, which I'll also have removed early part of next week. So, as I take you around the car, I'd always like to give a little bit of history of the car if I can. And I knew the previous owner personally. It's actually the one of my staff. It's his mother's sister's car. She buys cars here quite regularly. She bought this in January 2019. So this is a 2019 68 plate car. So registered some point in January 19. Now, being a limited edition, okay, there's a few little quirky bits that I need to remember. So let me run through these the best I can. So you had a rear spoiler, okay, with this sort of black piano black trim. You had the black mirror caps, okay. These wheels are off the sport model. I believe those little garnishes down there are also unique to this. They were an accessory which they put on this car, and the little garnish down the bottom. Okay, now let's go round to the boot before we get in the car. Now there's the original mats. My valet has left them in the boot, so the mats come with the car. And this car has the rubberized boot mat, which I think is an excellent accessory, because it should, oh, I haven't looked under here, but it should preserve the boot floor, which it has done. And you've got a little cavity floor under there, and you've got space there for a spare wheel should you need it. Okay, let's just put that back. Now I'm probably making this look more difficult than it actually is, so I apologise in advance. It's not actually that hard. There we go. Right, you've got a 60-40 split rear seats. You can put the seats down. Now boot size, the CX5, you know, it's not known to have a huge boot, but I've got a sort of 2.5-year-old son. I could live with this boot with his pram and all the bits and pieces that go with it. But yeah, it's family friendly, let's say. Okay. Now, in the back here, so this limited edition has leather seats as opposed to the leatherette on the standard Sport with this grey piping. You've also got ISOFIX anchorages on the back 2 seats, and you've got an armrest there, okay, with cup holders. Okay, so oh, and you've got these lovely sort of suede door inserts as well. On the Sport, I think you get like an ox blood sort of vinyl leather, but I think these are more tasteful. This is like one of the sort of the last of the CX3s. So it also came with a height adjustable passenger seat, which is manual, but the driver's side, which I'll show you in just a moment, is electronically adjustable. I believe it's 8-way, and it also has 2 memory settings. So, you know, if you get yourself in a nice position, you can save that, and if someone changes that position, you know, you can easily go back to that nice comfortable position that's always difficult to go back to. Oh, you've also got the grey insert on the dash, generous size glove box, original owner's manual, etc., and locking wheel nut key in there. Now remember I mentioned about being a facelift, so these were facelifted I think about 2019. So you've got the electronic handbrake, which gives it a nice sort of feel. I think modern feel, better use of space, and you've also got an armrest which you didn't get in the earlier cars. Okay. Oh, brushed aluminium inserts here, which is incredibly tasteful, I would say, but you know, each their own. But you've got that on the front doors. Let me just check the back. Nothing on the back. Okay. So let's get in the car. Right, so before I sit in the vehicle, just run you through what's on this door here. So you've got electric windows, wing mirrors, and being the later facelifted car, you've got also folding wing mirrors. The earlier ones you had to do manually, but they did fold in. This, if you set it on auto setting, you lock the door, the car will automatically bring the wing mirrors in. Okay, right, so seat adjustment, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way adjustable seat with lumbar, and 2 settings there, memory settings. Okay, on this panel here we've got, the car's got an intelligent engine stop-start system which will turn your engine off when you're in traffic. So when you're stationary, you've got your foot on the brake, you're out of gear, it'll turn your engine off. The car won't switch off, so you know all your dash and everything will stay on, just the engine will switch off. And then as soon as you go to pull away, the car anticipates this, like i.e. you putting the clutch down, and off you go. It's a nice seamless process, and it's good for the environment, you know, uses less fuel, and also saves you money. So an excellent feature. You've got tyre pressure monitoring system. You can turn the parking sensors, which you've got front and rear, off here or on. You've got lane departure warning, which I'll go through in a minute, and traction control. So traction control will stop your wheels spinning and help keep you on the road as safely as possible, help you brake in a straight line, etc, etc. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the car up. Now, the car comes with 2 keys. Okay, when you put your foot on the brake, this will light up green and you press the button, so the car fires up into life. This little Perspex screen pops up as well. Now this is adjustable, not manually, but through this system here, which I'll show you in a minute. And that there will display your speed. Now you can probably see 0 mph flashing there. It's not actually flashing, it's because of the resolution on my phone. But you'll get your speed, your basic sat-nav function. I believe it will show you speed limits, traffic signs, etc. Now this is something really useful because, as you can see, we're just looking forward, so we can still see the road. So imagine looking down there, or down there, or well, left there, you know, for a split second could make all the difference. Okay, so here's the mileage, 19,901 miles, fully serviced, always with us. They're very loyal customers. You've got automatic lights there, automatic wipers on the right, automatic lights. Okay, cruise control, volume control, trip computer. You can decline or receive a call here. Steering column goes up, down, in and out. Okay, and you've got some really nice creature comforts here. So you've got climate control, and it's ice cold, by the way. You've got 3-stage heated seats, heated steering wheel, which is a wonderful thing. I use that all year round. 6-speed gearbox, electric handbrake. This here, I call it the human interface. I think the official name was the multimedia commander, which will operate this system here. Now this is touchscreen. However, this only operates as a touchscreen when the car is stationary. So I always say to people, get used to using the multimedia commander because it saves getting fingerprints on this screen. So let me take you through this now. So we'll start to the left at applications. Now this has things like your fuel economy monitor, which is useful. I normally have a look at this on long runs. Now remember I mentioned iStop, so it says it's not ready. So that could be a few reasons. That could be the engine's not warmed up, or the engine's too warm. The air conditioning is on and the stereo's on, which is putting not strain on the battery, but the battery's not fully charged. So the car's not going to turn itself off because it will use more energy starting up than it would turning itself off. Okay, so let's have a look here. So we've got that there. You've got vehicle status monitor, warning guidance, maintenance reminders. Now on this page here, you can have this car upgraded to have Apple CarPlay or an Android Auto. They come as a pair, so you'll get CarPlay. That'll come up here, which means you can then display, project a lot of your apps. They are restricted, of course, because they are for driving, onto this screen here. So back to the home screen. So in entertainment, you've got FM, as you'd expect, AM, DAB, AHA, Stitcher are app-based channels. Never really used them. Bluetooth, USB 1.2, which are down here, which will charge and read music. You've got your CD, which is there, and auxiliary, which is also there. I've not used one of them for years, but it's also there. So you can, you know, you've got a lot of ways to connect. I think probably the most common these days will be your Bluetooth. Now, DAB, I must say, is an excellent thing. I think it's here to stay, and there is something for everyone on here, all sorts of genres, and for anywhere around the world, there's something for everyone. Okay, so back to the home screen, communication. So once your phone's connected, obviously my phone's not connected, once your phone's connected via the Bluetooth, which takes literally 10 seconds, you'll get your call lists, your phone book, missed calls, dial calls. If you've got an Android phone, it will read your text messages to you, okay? And then you can stream any music to the car. Navigation, extremely comprehensive. I've used this navigation system. I've driven across Europe using it. It's been absolutely fine. Find address, put your postcode in. Only thing you've got to remember is always have a space in your postcode, and off you go. Now, along the route or at your destination, you can have a look at things. So, for example, around here, if I set the category fuel station and I search, it'll tell me the fuel stations, the company, and the direction and the distance, which is excellent because I know some people only have specific fuel cards, i.e. we have a BP fuel card, so we'd be looking for a BP petrol station. You can connect the car to the internet via a hotspot from your phone. Uses a minuscule amount of data, and it'll also come up with fuel prices, weather forecasts, and live traffic updates. Okay, so we move on. In the settings page here, remember I said about the heads-up display. So you can adjust that heads-up display here. You see that moving? Yep. So you can adjust that to where it's best for you. There's also other things, you know, brightness control, etc., etc. You can turn this display off if it's distracting you. And then you've got lots of safety functions. So the car has smart city braking. So there's a camera up here. I think it's more than one. And what it will do, if you got too close to a car, an object, a person in front when you're doing under 20 miles an hour, where there's no driver input, so you're not turning the wheel, you're not braking, you're not accelerating, the car will think you've been distracted. So, like, I don't know, a hot summer scenario, a hot summer's day, you're in a lot of traffic, stop, start, you're sort of rolling forward, you look out the window, get too close to the car in front, the car will apply its brakes. It's an excellent thing. It's actually saved me from a low wall before. Now, even if you never have to sort of employ this part of the car, this feature of the car, the great thing is insurance companies do recognise smart city braking, because a lot of accidents happen at low speed in traffic. So if a car has it, it should lower your insurance premium. So just remember that. Lane departure warning. So if you veer out of a lane, so the car's tracking the lane in front of you, if you veer out of a lane without indicating, the car will think you've not intended to do that. So it will warn you. And let's have a look. So it can warn you with a beep or a rumble. You can change the beep volumes and the sensitivity of it. Okay, so that's another good thing to have. Once again, I'm sure insurance companies consider that. You've got traffic sign recognition and you've got parking sensors front and rear. So let's go back into settings. So we've got safety, sound. You've got an excellent sound system in this car, really, really good. And there's your settings there. Clock settings. I'm going to GPS sync it. So now this car, you never have to change the clock on this car, providing it picks up a GPS signal, which will be always, and it's 24-hour time format. Vehicle. So you've got door lock settings. So if you unlock the car and didn't get in, it would lock itself after 30 seconds. You can change the length of time there. Turn signal settings, lighting settings. I like the lighting settings. You got like leaving home lights on, so when you open the car, the lights will stay on when you get to the car, just so you can sort of see yourself getting to the car. Coming home light, so when you lock the car, the lights will stay on in the dark for 30 seconds, probably give you enough time to get to your front door. So nice feature there. Speed alarm, and it goes on and on and on, but we'll be here all day and I'll probably put you to sleep. There's your Bluetooth, network management, system settings. You can change language, etc, etc. So a very well-equipped car, lots of really good safety features, nice little touches, being the limited edition. Do like the leather seats. Just does set it apart from the other CX3s out there. Now, if you'd like any further information or more specific videos or photographs, please don't hesitate to ask. It's no bother, really, just ask. Part exchange is extremely welcome. If you look at our website, you'll notice that we sell cars other than Mazda and Suzuki, because we get a lot of part exchanges, and some of them are very, very nice, so we do retail them. So don't think we can't offer good prices for non-Mazda and Suzuki cars. Obviously, do your research. You know, give us a shout, give us a chance, and I think you'd be very surprised at the part exchange price. The car will come with a year's warranty. Okay, now it was registered in 2019. So yeah, it'll have a year's warranty. That's a Mazda ZZ Plus official used car warranty, which also includes 12 months roadside assistance and MOT insurance for the first year. We'll put the car through the workshop. Anything that needs doing will be done, and the little cosmetic bits and pieces will be done also. Do bear in mind, you know, please do inquire any time of day. We appreciate that you're probably looking for cars outside normal business hours, but give us a call, leave a voicemail. If we'll call you back quicker than you'd expect, I'd imagine, out of business hours. But do drop us an email or contact us on the live chat. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.